What made Asa Butterfield become shameless? Why Tanya Reynolds cannot even look at herself, and why Emma Mackey is not the same after her identity crisis. Tanya Reynolds. Despite Tanya's character being an explicit geek of the show and absolutely embracing her sexuality, the actress is quite the opposite of her everyday life and even struggles with terrible stage fright.
And I was terrified, I was shaking, I got such bad stage fright. And I was fully dressed, nothing embarrassing, nothing weird, but I was just shivering with stage fright, so.
The role made Reynolds portray, by far, one of the most sexually liberal and shameless characters in the series. However, in real life, the actress gets very anxious. I am such a nervous being. It can be overwhelming. I would love to be more confident in front of the camera. Now, guess what scene she had to do on set first? Flash her boobs to Eric and ask him to have sex with her. Wow, what an icebreaker, huh? Unlike her co-stars, Tanya cannot watch herself on screen, let alone do the intimate scenes she's involved in. They are literally her worst nightmare. Even auditioning for Lily made her freak out thinking, what if they sack me? What if I'm shit? The actress still remembers being rejected admission to a drama school years ago. But look at her now, absolutely smashing roles, one of which is her childhood dream, a remake of Emma. 28-year-old Reynolds told Marie Claire that she actually grew up with her character and is no longer looking for validation or recognition. I'm maybe one of the most insecure, but I'm working on developing and not needing validation from other people. For Tanya, the Netflix series was a way to start a dialogue on taboo topics and the awkwardness of sexual experiences. The show is dealing with issues very responsibly. It's quite educational, but I am not advocating 9-year-olds to watch the show though. Just like her character Lily, the actress has a lovely supporter by her side who indulges her creativity and passion for screenwriting. His name is Freddie Fox. Last year, the two started off as co-stars in the historical drama Fanny Lie Delivered and seamlessly ended up quarantining together. We are still waiting for their mutual cute selfies on Insta though. Tanya, spill the beans already. We're dying for details. Shichigawa. The flamboyant legend Eric has by far the best delivery and immaculately crushes toxic masculinity. The Scottish actor Ncuti did a remarkable job in the show and does not use a gay character for queer baiting and gay fishing. Did you know that the star stunned his co-stars with his frankness and put the whole production on edge? That's what happens when Gatwa is turning up his naughty dial. Asa Butterfield, aka Otis, was so distracted by Eric's hilarious belters that he ruined several takes laughing out loud. When Ncuti turns up, sometimes it's too much and I might lose track of where I am. It's always brilliant. The audience of 40 million people made Gatwa realize the importance of representation on the screen. But at the time of filming, it felt way too scary. The actor confessed in an interview that it was one of the most challenging experiences of his life. It definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone. There was one scene in which I wore a wig, full makeup and stilettos and thought, oh my God, my family, all my friends in Tottenham. That moment made the star overcome his insecurities and forget about people's judgment. Portraying Eric's first 2 seasons made Ncuti enter the new year with pride and confidence, not only about his image, but his identity as well. The actor literally flourished after the show and is now using his platform to showcase his heritage with pride and joy. For the first time in 15 years, Gatwa was able to travel to his birth country and even collaborate with the Rwandan brand Motions to create a stunning tuxedo for his virtual BAFTA ceremony. I hadn't been back since the genocide, so it was a special moment. It was important for me to rep Rwanda and to bring a great black designer to the fore. What you won't hear about as much is the actor's love life though. The actor has been keeping it on the low for a while now, so we can only guess if the star is still dating Jessica Hardwick since their last mutual post in 2018. We'll keep peeping, Ncuti. Patricia Allison. I mean, the whole cast is iconic, but Ola definitely stole our hearts. And because of that, the actress transitioned to a main character in season 2. Patricia has a unique sense of fashion, self-awareness, and as always, stays true to herself. Ola's rebellious, brutally straightforward personality and honesty of her experience was the reason the actress wanted to join the cast so badly. I love that we never see a truly successful sex scene. That's really impressive about the show, and actually part of the success of it. Trish genuinely enjoys playing an oddball and knows the value of female friendship and shows people how to unlearn and relearn about sex. And that knowledge did not come the easy way. The actors had to watch videos of animals having sex and then try imitating them. Let that sink in for a sec. Allison now feels like acting out a sex scene is no longer awkward or uncomfortable for her. The intimate stuff feels like a dance now. With our intimacy coordinator Ida, it's almost worked out like choreography. But there was one scene that made her break her character. In the scene, we have a box of penises, which I find hilarious. The whole conversation, talking about genitalia in a very serious way, always makes me laugh. Unlike her co-stars, the sex ed star doesn't have a plan for her future ventures. But one thing the show has made her realize is that I'm a huge feminist. So if there's anything that has to do with being black and a woman, I'm there. In Netflix's Best Friends game, Patricia spilled the truth, saying she cannot take her eyes off watching her celebrity crush, Tanya Reynolds. The two have the best chemistry on set, with the strongest friendship off-screen. But Trisha's real-life crush is actor and writer Philip Walsh. The two have been together since 2017, and this January, Philip announced the release of the latest sex education season, referring to his girlfriend as Queen. Oh, is that boy a catch? Emma Mackey. How many similarities between Maeve and Emma can you draw? Small hint. Hell a lot. There is nothing holding back Emma when the girl has something to say, just like high school baddie Maeve. The 24-year-old actress told Independent that the sex ed series has actually awakened a vocal feminist in her. The star has a platform with millions of fans and is determined to do justice to her international fame. Sex education set the bar ridiculously high for anything I do afterwards. I'm hyper aware of representation in anything I do now, Mackey says. Girl, we can tell. Just check out her recent roles. Emma landed a part in the Agatha Christie adaptation, Death on the Nile, starring alongside Gal Gadot and Armie Hammer. And that's what I call never settle for less. Now, returning back to the show for season 3 must be different, especially after filming the French-spoken film Eiffel. Did you know that the actress was born and spent most of her life in France? Even though she is half British, Emma went through a whole identity crisis when she decided to move to the UK in 2013. The actress admitted questioning where she belonged when she got back to France. When I was in France, I felt overwhelmingly British, and I felt like I needed to catch up on lost time. When I eventually moved to England, I felt, this is my world. Filming Eiffel filled that gap and made Mackey feel more balanced with her heritage and identity. But what really adds to the cultural confusion is people assume how sexually liberated French people are, and Mackey was quick to clap back. Maeve style, let me break this taboo right now. All these really sexy people smoking cigarettes and being naked in films, that's not actually what French people are like. You tell 'em. TED Talks on cultural awareness and her boo, actor Dan Whitlam, are the only two things that stay constant in her life. So what if Emma is not gushing all over social media about her boyfriend? Just like Maeve, Mackey is keeping her love life to herself, except for those rare finds on hers and her boyfriend's Instagram. Asa Butterfield. You would think that after 16 years of acting, there just can't be a single scene or a character the actor wouldn't nail. And the truth is, Asa is not that picky when it comes to selecting roles. As we found out. In an interview, the actor revealed that before playing Otis, he skimmed through the script and had no idea how comedic and explicit the coming-of-age series actually was. And boy, was it a challenge. Asa's co-stars had already done their share of revealing sexual things in the show. So when Season 2's script was released, Butterfield thought, well guys, my turn. Watch this. The actor had to put his pride away when signing up for sex education, and that experience was life-changing. The show turned the shy and reserved Asa's life upside down. It helped the actor reevaluate his role and finally embrace his character's sexuality, awkwardness, and frankness of sex. I think it did a great job of normalizing young people's fears and quirks and hang-ups around sex. I feel more confident talking about sex. While in the series, Otis is struggling with a hard choice between two ladies. Asa's real-life company consists of 2 cats. 23-year-old Butterfield is way past drama, showbiz, and frankly hates the fame acting has brought him. It wasn't my whole world. It's a tight industry. It might mean people being a little bit in awe or even revering you. And I hate that feeling. Hate it. Should we expect Asa's dramatic exit from the stage then? Maybe not so soon. In quarantine, the sex ed star found his new vocation and reinvented himself as a screenwriter. I'm working on one TV show that I'm trying to get off the ground. I'm figuring out how you get a TV show made, Asa told Deadline. So what are the chances he is writing for Netflix now? Williams-Stirling. The actor has already had plenty of roles on British television before Sex Education, but this one clearly stood out for Keefer. The 25-year-old actor absolutely loved his character and the message of the script because it didn't glamorize sexual experiences and was more about showing vulnerability. It made the star feel truly proud to be acting in a show that so accurately raises awareness on sex education. Stirling expressed his confusion with modern society, saying, "Sex is so taboo to talk about. That's crazy. Everybody does it. The reason why we are here is because of it." Unfortunately, work is the only thing that Keefer is vocal about. The actor lets literally no one assume a thing about his offset love life. The star is completely secretive about whether there is a special someone in his life. That mysterious bastard. What we do know for sure is that the actor is giving out free hugs to his fans now. Stirling told the NME that Jackson's story had an incredible impact on his audience. "After my anxiety storyline, I get people coming up to me in the street, and one guy was like, 'Mate, I appreciate what you went through as Jackson,' and just gave the guy a hug. Did your heart melt too?" Connor Swindells and Amy Lou Wood. Now, let's talk about the sweethearts of the show, who became an item after the first season. The couple that screams, "It may not have worked out on screen, but we made it a thing in real life too." Spending all their time together at home and then at work, we may assume the two are inseparable. They are undoubtedly an absolute match. And unlike Adam, who Connor is portraying in the series, the actor has no shame posting lovey-dovey pictures with his significant other saying, "There is no confusion between our sex scenes and our personal life." Can you believe that this union was close to never happening? In an interview with Elle, Amy revealed that she went through a lot in her past and had no faith in landing a role. "I wasn't going to get cast as the popular girl because I'm not conventional looking. It may come as a surprise, but Wood was bullied at school for her looks for years and had to use the help of therapists to overcome a severe eating disorder. But that painful experience did not break the actress. Quite the opposite, actually. It made her successful." Amy actually texted her bully, thanking him for her thick skin to prepare for the acting world. And that's what I call a role model like no other. Wood was happy to share that everything is different now, thanks to good coping mechanisms and support from her caring boyfriend, who is always by her side. Seems like that role made a world of difference. Nobody could come up with a better love story. Now, comment below on what you expect from Season 3 of Sex Education, and which character development are you most excited to see. Subscribe for more relatable content, and as always, thanks for watching.